I think art and art galleries, particularly large buildings, Victorian ones like this one for example, carry a lot of baggage and carry a lot of weight with people. They can be absolutely beloved centres of communities for some and simply irrelevant to the lives of others. Your art, your city is an incredible opportunity where we're using the Legacy Fund from the Commonwealth Games to explore how we embed the artwork with people that are already doing amazing work in the city and using these pieces of art as tools within their social practice.
We are bringing the artworks out of the gallery and into community spaces. We know that the gallery isn't always a space that is accessible or open to communities, and so we are keen to bring it to them instead, so they can experience the artwork on their terms. This is a public building. It is owned by the council. That means that it's funded by public money. It belongs to the people of the city, so it should be a space that serves them and their needs and their wants. And that's really what this project is about. It's about making this gallery a place where anybody in Wolverhampton can come and feel welcome and seen.
The lights of the racecourse lighting up the night sky, and then to my right I see the Molin's orange hue, and it's just like, same story I guess?
Yeah.
It lights up the sky, but different reasons.
Historically, museums and art galleries aren't always the most appropriate places for community groups to see themselves, find themselves and have conversations. In exploring that with our community groups, one of the things that we've identified is spaces where we can use the gallery productively to share their stories, and also where we can take the art out into communities or hang our artwork into communities for their use within their spaces.
The community groups that I'm working with are YMCA and Wolverhampton LGBT. YMCA, they are an organisation who help young people with housing. They have a local affordable nursery there, and they have social housing for just over 60 young people. Wolverhampton LGBT, similarly, are a short walk from the gallery. They provide affordable and specialist therapy services alongside a range of community groups and activities. It's a really great space for the local LGBT plus community.
I'm working with two community groups at the moment. The first is the Centre for Sikh and Panjabi Studies at the University of Wolverhampton. The second group is the Haven Refuge in Wolverhampton. Both in very different areas but with crossovers and commonality, work within social care, exploring heritage, togetherness, concepts of holding space with dignity, with care, expressing themselves but also holding themselves sacred and the spaces that they build.
I love the fact that he's seeing the beauty in these still.
We're very lucky in the Midlands that we have a hotbed of incredible creativity and artist networks already existing. What we did was use and reach out to various artists as a way of interfacing and connecting on so many different other levels. Just using the art isn't enough. We need to create new social history, new opportunities and new ways in which we can express ourselves. The artists as voices to capture what we can't say or what we don't see around us, I think is absolutely incredible. So not only are we doing this project in dialogue, it's also through artist commissions creating new artwork, new opportunities that's gifted straight back to the communities directly for their use.
I think it's a really good, well-painted work, and it speaks a lot to sort of attitudes at the time, in terms of, you know, David Garrick being a man who had a secret homosexual life.
There is absolutely a significance in this being a Commonwealth funded activity, and there's a really complex legacy surrounding that. And so for us to sort of be reclaiming that, to be disrupting a space that too many will be seen as a legacy of colonial violence, I think is really important.
There's no one perception of history. We occupy many different positions and many different emotions within that.
In his presidency, we had to fight for disabled people.
Yes.
Maybe he had some sort of influence.
One of the things that I think is incredibly useful about this funding though is that it recognises that events such as the Commonwealth Games and how transformative it was for this area is an ongoing investment rather than a singular investment. The conversation comes alive in the hands of community members and their choices.